Right, I've just arrived at the Churchill War Rooms. It's pissing down outside. So let's see what's in here. Oh, I've got my headphones. It is remarkably busy in here. I thought a wet, cold, snowy day I'd be on my own. Apparently not. Here is a Marine Guard guarding the entrance to the cabinet room. This is the wartime cabinet meeting room. 117 cabinet meetings were held here. It is remarkably busy down here. Here is the office of Churchill's principal private secretary, and it leads into Churchill's office and his bedroom. This was originally a basement of an existing building. It wasn't built specifically as a bunker. This is the transatlantic telephone room, and this would be the hotline to the States.
This is known as the transatlantic telephone room. So this was one of the last additions to be made. It was essentially... For example, these gas lines, when there was a chance for gas attacks, well, they made special ones so that you could still use the telephone.
Here's a photo of the corridor we just walked down. Nothing's changed. This bit is the Churchill Museum. Opened in 2003. So it's at least that long since I've been here. Because he certainly wasn't here then.
I made it a rule never to take strong drink before lunch. It is now my rule never to do so before breakfast.
Seems good advice.
I consider that it will be found much better by all parties to leave the past to history, especially as I propose to write that history myself.
I neither drink nor smoke, and I'm 100% fit.
I both drink and smoke, and I'm 200% fit.
Well, it's certainly changed since last time I was here. It used to be called the Cabinet War Rooms. It's been rebranded as the Churchill War Rooms. And it's a lot less war rooms and more museum now, I'd say. This is the original map used at the Potsdam Conference to decide who was going to take over which bit of Germany after the war. The map's original, but the plastic overlay isn't. Churchill's hats. This is the original door of 10 Downing Street. It was replaced in 1991 with a bomb-proof version after an IRA attack. Above us you can see the steel reinforced slab that was installed, I think it was in 1940, to give further protection to this, the war rooms. This is the accommodation for Churchill's bodyguards. In this corridor is some of the sleeping accommodation. This is of Brendan Bracken, the Minister of Information. Turn it off. This is the accommodation of Major Desmond Morton, Churchill's military advisor. I don't think people spent many nights down here after the Blitz. There were, of course, the V1s and V2s of late 44 and early 45. Here's Churchill's dining room. This is a staircase that led up to number 10's annex. We had Churchill in his own rooms.
In June 1944, Germany began devastating attacks on Britain using its new P-1 flying bombs. The flying bombs can open randomly at any time of the day or night, terrifying civilians. On the evening of the 5th of July, the chiefs of staff met to discuss a proposal from Churchill on how to react to the bomb attacks.
2 days ago at the war cabinet, we learned that flying bombs had killed or seriously wounded 7,400 people and reduced London's factory output by a quarter. Prime Minister feels bombs have no military purpose and are an indiscriminate attack on the British people. He proposes we publish a list of 100 small German towns and announce our intention to destroy them one by one unless the flying bombs stop. He's asked us to consider this and report back.
I believe that there are strong arguments in favour of this. For months, nearly half our aircraft have been focused on attacking the flying bomb factories and launch sites. Some of these aircraft could be diverted to attack German towns in retaliation instead. If this worked...
I'm sorry, I don't believe it would work. Flying bombs are the Germans' only means of attacking the morale of this country, so I don't think they will stop.
Nevertheless, could the threat of retaliation have some effect? Heavy attacks on small towns might break Germany's morale, forcing its leaders to abandon the flying bombs.
I'm afraid I cannot agree with you. The Germans know ending flying bomb attacks would allow us to redeploy our bombers to other key targets. The threat of reprisals would simply prove the flying bombs were achieving success.
The Prime Minister is concerned that London and the South East is being badly hit. He wants us to be seen to be striking back at the enemy as hard as we can.
But surely it would be better to attack these towns without warning, rather than publish a list.
Your chance might divert us into an escalating campaign of reprisal.
And there is a great risk. These reprisals could lead to the Germans shooting our captured aircrew in retaliation.
We should just continue our attacks on German industrial targets in major cities, which directly affects Germany's ability to carry on the war.
Well, I remain convinced that reprisal attacks could effectively damage Germany's war effort. I accept that perhaps now is not the right time.
Right. Whilst it's clear we're not entirely in agreement, I do believe we have reached a consensus. I therefore propose that we telegraph to one, we do not feel attacks on small German towns should be undertaken at this time, but two, the time might come when an all-out attack on German civilians in this way could achieve significant results. We agreed?
Yes.
Thank you. And on that note, I close the meeting.
Winston Churchill accepted the Chiefs of Staff's recommendation. No reprisal raids were undertaken. The flying bomb attacks continued for 9 more months until March 1945, when the Allied armies in northwest Europe finally advanced far enough to stop them.
This is the kitchen. And as we walk through here, the staircase on our right, which has got a door in it now, goes up to number 10 annex, which is where Churchill had his apartments, because they wouldn't be down here most of the time. At the end of the war, these rooms are all just essentially shut the door and forgotten about. So this bit looks a bit more original, and some of the museum bits we've come through. In here we go into the plant room, which we are scuppered. This model shows the location of the war rooms underneath the building above. These were never bomb-proof. Up there you can see the iron girders with this steel reinforcement and then the concrete on top. This is the BBC radio broadcasting room. Here's a switchboard room. As an apprentice, I actually did a little bit of work on those type of switchboards, the doll's eye switchboards. Here's the typing pool. Here is the bedroom of General Sir Hastings Ismay, Chief of Staff. Private Secretary's office. And the room of Sir Edward Bridges, Secretary to the War Cabinet. This is the General Headquarters of the Home Forces, which was set up to defend the UK in the case of an invasion, which never happened. Right, we're just going to go into the map room. Here's a small distribution frame for comms. I remember working on blocks like that. Identical to that, I think, back in the day. There's some charts showing the number of flying bombs. It would now be an Excel spreadsheet. Here is the map room. A big tin for cigarette ends. Must have been fun down here. Risk of fire wasn't too much of a problem. This is Churchill's bedroom and office.